In the previous video, we have gone through the structure from a higher time frame perspective, and we have talked about the market structure and how the high lows and high highs and low lows and high lows are working. We have tried to make sense of the market from that perspective, but now we're going to go in depth about the break of structure, higher time frame structure, and the breaks of lower time frame structure. Now, at this point of time, we are working on the M30 or the 30 minutes time frame. You can use any kind of time frame you want. It works on the same exact way. Now, I'm going to take, for the sake of explanation, I'm going to take a bunch of examples here that I'm going to go through. And using these examples, what we are going to do actually is we're going to look at a way of trading regardless of the other elements that this indicator have. All we're going to use in this video is price action concepts that are related to market structure solely, without even using any other thing. So if we look at this break below this high low right there, what we have is a structure CHoCH or structure change of character. Why is that? Now, it's as simple as a series of higher highs and series of lower low and higher low and higher low is going to be an indication of the price going up. In other words, the price was forming some kind of up movement that is in general pushing the price and pushing the momentum to the upside. Now, the moment I got a break below the previous high low in an uptrend, that is going to be a change of character. Now, I have to break below and close below. Now, if you see this wicks here, the price have tried to break below. It did break below, but it couldn't close below. So I couldn't consider that as a change of character. I had to wait for the price to show me a sense of direction. Now, if I take that in consideration, what I'm going to do is, in my perspective, this is going to be my trigger for entry. As I said, guys, I'm using only price action here. So my entry is going to be at the break of that or the next candle right there. And I'm going to look for typically 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, knowing that my stop loss is going to be above somewhere right there, above that previous of the candle of the break. This is just my way of doing this. You can do it in any way you want. Now, this is trading the swing CHoCH. You might get a better swing CHoCHs that give you a better entries like this one here in the same way, but remember, you have to use the previous structure. Always read the previous structure. As I said, always look left because you want to read structure. Now, what I have here is I have a higher low, a higher low here, and I have a double higher highs, which means that the momentum was going to the upside. And notice what happened here. I have broken below this higher low and closed below it. That is a change of character. Now, at that change of character, that is a sign again for me to enter. So that's going to be my entry right there, and my target is going to be double my stop loss. My stop loss is going to be typically at this level. So that's my stop loss, my entry, and my take profits. That is another example, and you can go ahead and look for other examples in the same way. But the most important thing is that whenever a swing CHoCH happen, you have to read the previous structure and you have to know exactly what was going on at that time, because not all swing structures are going to be working. Not all of them are going to work in the way that you are wishing them to work. So a good reading of structure will help you a lot and will help you determine and understand and also create a bias about the way the market moves. Now we're going to move into the internal structure, and the same way we have a swing structure, we have an internal structure which is here labeled as CHoCH or CHo. You can call it whatever, and it is a change of character, and then a change of character in a way that when the price was moving up in the internal, again in the internal structure, what I have here is the price was moving up, right, creating this momentum to the upside. But the moment the price break the previous low inside of the swing, and I define a swing by this higher high and this lower low. And typically what I was expecting from the price to do from this perspective, or taking in consideration also this swing move, is that the price is going to keep moving up, because it had given me this this higher low. This one is a higher high, this one is a higher high, this one is another higher high. What I'm expecting from the price to do is, whenever I had this pullback, I'm expecting the price to create another higher high, which did not happen, and the price moved lower and break below that low. We're talking internal inside of a swing here. Now, when that low is created, it gives me this CHoCH or internal change of character. Now the price is not moving up anymore, it's moving down. Now that could be read as an entry for me to enter and look for something like this and put my stop loss above that lower high. This is a lower high, lower than this high inside of this swing. Now, you could have your labeling again here in the way, but you can understand the labeling from the way this structure is outlined. So that is one way to look at the internal change of character as well and take advantage of it. You have also the internal breakout of structure, which I got here. I have a change of character followed by breakout of structure. That could be a double confirmation, even to not take this trade, the first one, and take this one instead. So what you do at the BoS is you wait for this one to close, and that's going to be your entry. You close below that previous low, and then now what we have is we have a new momentum to the downside. Now I'm trying to ride the momentum, and I'm trying to go with this small trades. So my entry is going to be at the breakout of structure, internal breakout of structure. My stop loss is going to go above that lower high, and then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna look at something like 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Now, in the same way, I have another breakout of structure here, which I can take advantage of as long as I am inside of this structure. Now, this internal breakout of structure is even in confluence with this structural change of character, which gives me more confirmation that the price has more strength to the downside, and it will be pushed to the downside. Now, because I broke below this high low, which was very important in the past, and I was not in a rush. I waited for a internal breakout of structure. That is going to make more sense for you, and also will give you a better perspective and a better stop loss. So what you can do in that case is you can again enter at the breakout of structure, internal breakout of structure, and now you have this high right there where you can put your stop loss, and eventually the price moved lower, and then you got that 1 to 2 risk reward ratio about that level right now. You can go ahead and find other structure moves or structural moves in the same way, and remember, not all CHoCH or BoS are going to work, so you have to be very careful. You always have to read the previous structure, look left, read the previous structure, and look for confluences of breakout of structure on the swing moves, and also internal BoS or internal change of character. That is going to be a better way to look at it. And whenever you find a confluence in two readings from a higher time frame to a lower time frame, this is somehow a way to trade on multi time frames on the same time frame. So you are looking at a higher time frame structure, and you are looking at breakouts of structure from the time frame that you're looking at. With that confluence, you can get pretty good trades. You can play around with these concepts, plant them on the chart, and then go back in history and look for trades in a similar way. You are going to find plenty of examples. But as I said, remember, look left, read the structure, and look for confluences of levels like this one here. Again, breakout or swing breakout of structure, which means that the momentum is so strong to the downside. That could be also considered as an entry, and I showed you already this one in a different example here before in that video. So you can take that one confirmed by, again, this one here, and then you can take those two trades in a row. With that being said, guys, that was internal structure and swing structure, not in details. Again, I'm trying to do my best and explain to you guys as much as I can, but I cannot give you the entire thing, again, because I have an academy where I teach a lot of students, and if I give you everything for free, then it wouldn't make sense for my students. Why would they pay money? Why would they be part of my community if everything is out there for free? So I hope you understand that, and I don't want to get into any troubles with my students. So with that being said, guys, see you in the next video where I'll be talking about another concept.